guys, how's it going? So I'm currently going through Kubernetes journey. So basically, I've had experience with Kubernetes, but I'm just trying to learn more about it, going to the advanced part of advanced stage of Kubernetes. So I've been taking some courses and been doing some labs. So I just think, why not document my experience uh, during this journey? So this is part of basically the lab or the task that I've been doing. So this is a KodeKloud Kubernetes Lab. So I've got 5 questions here. So I'm just going to go through each of them one by one and try to solve them. So this is the allocated time. I need to try and complete this task within the allocated time. So, all right. So for the first question, um, I'm going to ignore this part already. Read it. So for the first question, um, it says we have deployed a few pods in this cluster in various namespaces. Inspect them and identify the pod which is not in a ready state. Troubleshoot and fix the issue. Next, add a check to restart the container on the same pod if the command fails. This command. This check should start after a delay of 10 seconds and run every 60 seconds. You may delete and recreate the object. Ignore the warnings from the probe. Okay, so for the first step, we are asked to look for the pod that is not in a ready state and troubleshoot and fix the issue. So what I'm going to do, because it says that they've deployed objects in various namespaces, so I'm just going to check all the namespaces. So Kubernetes, kubectl get pod namespaces. The reason I'm using K here is because I've specified the alias of kubectl to be K. So that's why I'm not using kubectl and using K instead. So this should be hyphen name all hyphen namespaces. So you can see this one is the one that has a pod that is not in a ready state. So as you can see here, the ready is 0 here. So it's in this namespace. So I'm just going to say get pod and -n. N stand for namespace and the namespace. So you can see the Nginx 1401 is not ready yet. It's got one pod, but one container, but that is not ready yet. So you've been asked to inspect, troubleshoot, and fix the issue. So I'm going to say get pod namespace, and the port name is Nginx 1401, and I'm going to output YAML format to nginx.yaml. So I'm going to say view nginx vi nginx.yaml. So so I can see there's a readiness probe here, and it's using HTTP chat, and it's using ports 8080 But I can see here that the container port is 9080. So what I'm going to do is change the port number here to match the container port, which is 9080. So I'm going to save that one. So that is saved. The next thing is I'm going to, since I've been told that I can delete and recreate it, so I'm going to use this command, group control replace force health engines. So that has been replaced. Let me check this port again. So you can see that issue has been fixed. The port is now ready. And the next step is to add a check. I would to restart the container. If this command fails, okay, so I'm going to open the file again. Now, the check we need to add is going to be during the running state of the pod. So here we've got a readiness probe. The next one is the liveness probe. During the live state of the pod, we want to add a check. And I'm going to use the Z property and specify the command. So I'm going to use bin sh. I'm going to say C for the command prompt. I'm going to say type the command, which is going to be ls. So that is done. And here they say this check should restart after a delay of 10 seconds. So that command is going to be initial delay seconds. So before this command run, it has to be delayed for 10 seconds. So as you can see here, the readiness probe is running for every 10 seconds, isn't it? So after the initial 10-second delays, that command should run. And here it says this check should start. It should run every 60 seconds. So this will be running every 60 seconds. So period seconds is going to be 60. I think that should be it. So I'm going to save this one and use KApply engines. Okay, so what's the operation cannot be fulfilled on port? The object has been modified if they are not to use replace. Okay, it's been replaced. Now let us say get the port. So it's in running state, but what I want to do is describe it to check if there's any issue. Seems to be okay. Let me check the log. Okay, logs. Go back again. Logs. Hmm. Okay, so seems to be okay, right? This is the very nice problem. Um, yeah, so that is done. The next task. Next task is to create a cron job called dice that run every 1 minute, right? So first thing I'm going to say, okay, create cron cron job, and I'm going to say help. I need help there. So I'm going to look for the command to create a cron job. Um, so I'm going to copy this command. I just want to create a cron job template first. Right. So it should run every 1 minute. This is already every 1 minute. So I'm going to leave that schedule configuration as it is. And the image, okay. The name of the cron job is called dice. Right. Okay. So I'm going to use the output of the YAML, use a drive of clients and direct the output to dice.yaml. So now if I open the template, dice.yaml. Okay, so let me read what we are asked to do here. Use the port template located at root throw a dice folder. So let me go to another terminal. Look for, so there's a throw a dice here. So if I seeking to throw dice, I new the throw dice. So this is the template, okay. So what I can do here, just in instance, is I can just copy from metadata parts and go here since I need to use this one templates. So I can go to basically this would be the so this is the job template. This would be the where the code is located. So I'm going to try to get rid of this one. Um, let me see. So if I go rid of this, I'll be very fair. So let's see. So I'm going to just try to do this there. And I'm going to copy this there. So I've got the um, so I've copy and paste the uh, code templates here. So this is basically what the container throw dice do. Um, so here says the job should be non-parallel and complete the task once. So to complete the task once, I need to go to the um, job template spec and provide this completion property as one, and the backup limit is 25. Basically, the number of times it can run before it completes. And the other requirement is if the task is not completed within 20 seconds, the job should fail and pause should be terminated. So that would be active deadline second parameter. So active deadline second is going to be 20 seconds. And I think that is it. And there, so the image is throw dice, and the schedule time is every 1 minute. So I think that is it. I'm going to uh, close this one, save it, and hit apply F, and dice. YAML. Oh, okay, that is created. Say, get com jobs. So that is that since it's been created. So um the next let's go to the next task. So create a pod called my busy box in the dev2406 namespace using the busy box image. The container should be called secret and should sleep for 1 hour. So okay, first of all, let me create the pod template. I'm going to use K1. The pod name is my busy box. The image is busy box, and it's going to be in the dev2406 namespace. And what else? So I'm going to say the output format is YAML. I'm going to say try run. Don't want to execute it yet. I want to try run it as quiet and send the output to my busybox.yaml file. Now let me open my busybox.yaml file. Busy, okay, my busybox.yaml. So the whole template has been created for me. Let's see what they're asking for here. So they say it should speak for 3,600 seconds, which is 1 hour. And the name of the container is secret. Currently, the name of the container is my busy box. So I'm going to change it to secret. Otherwise, this question will be the mark will be fail instead of correct. So the container name is secret and the command is to sleep for 3,600 seconds. Command is going to be list of the command. I'm going to say bin message. I'm going to say is command prompt. I can see, and I'm going to say that is going to be sleep 3,600. And so the next thing is to have a volume mount, which should be mount to this part. So I'm going to say here volume mount, and the name of the volume mount is secret volume, and the mount parts is going to be I think etc carries secrets for you. And also here they say the mouth part should be read only. Read only is true. Okay, now based on let me go and create the volume. Volumes. Volume is going to be the name of the volume is going to be secret volume. And since we are using secrets configuration, we say secrets. So basically here they said the um the secret being mounted has already been created for you and it's called .file secret. Since that secret has been created, we don't need to do anything, just say specify secret and the secret name is going to be the name is going to be dot file and secrets. So what else about this task? So here they're saying make sure that the pod is scheduled on control plane and no other node in cluster. Now, how do we assign this pod to a specific node? So here they've asked us to use control plane. So the way we can assign it to control plane is by using a node affinity. So I'm going to go up here and say affinity, and the affinity is going to be node affinity. And I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to say required during scheduling, ignored during execution. So this basically means during scheduling, this code should be scheduled on this particular node, okay? So required during scheduling, scheduling, ignored during execution. This is a very long property. I don't know why they've made it that long, but it's explanatory anyway. Now, the second property is to specify the node selector property. So node selector, selector, selector terms. So the node selector terms, here I'm going to use match expression. Match expressions. And I'm going to say, let's say key. Right. So now I need to specify the key of the node that I want to schedule the pod on. I'm going to close and say get node, and I'm going to say show labels. Um, hmm. Okay, so this is control plane node, right? This is control plane. I need to use a very unique property. This one will do. This basically specifies a control plane. So I'm going to copy this and go back here. So I'll paste this one here. So the key is going to be this one. And I'm going to say, I'm going to say operator. Let me use in, or can I use equal? Let me use. So the value is going to be values. It's going to be list of values. So I say because it's in, so we use in for list at the end. So so if it's control plane, so it should basically schedule on the control plane node. I hope those properties are configured properly. So let me save this and try to create this code. K apply yes. my busy box. Okay, I've got, oh yeah, this is wrong. Um, so I'm going to correct that volume mount, mm, volume mount to you, right? So save it and let's try again. It's created. Okay, let's see. It gets port and it's in dev246 namespace. Right, so this is now working, right? It's running, but I need to check that it's not failing. So I'm just going to say my basic box, right? I'm going to say logs. Yeah, it's not, nothing is failing. So describe code. So it seems to be okay. So I'm going to leave it at that. So let's go to the next task. Now we are being asked to create a single ingress resource called ingress VH routing. The resource should route HTTP traffic to multiple hostnames as specified below, right? Okay, so for ingress, I'm going to try to create templates. I'm going to say create ingress. I need help here. So create ingress. I'm going to look for the one that is better for this. So the service, video service should be accessible on this URL, and the Aperture service should be accessed on this URL. So it seems like they already created the video service and Aperture service, right? We don't need to create them. So to ensure that the path is correctly rewritten for the backend service, add the following annotation to the resources, to the resource. Here, 30093 is the port used by the ingress controller, right? So here I'm guessing if we need to specify the port for this ingress, we need to know this service port. So before I do anything, let me sorry, let me go back. Let me first of all check the uh, services that SVC, and I'm going to say the right. So the Aperture service is on port 8080 and video service or 8080. So the ingress should be routing traffic to these ports. So what I'm going to do is try to use the one with annotation, the command with annotation. So this one has got annotation. So I'm going to copy this one and paste it there. So okay, let's go back. So the first thing I will do is I'm going to try to correct this. So the annotation is this one. So I'm just going to copy and paste that there. But the on the command line, you need to use equal to instead of the colon, right? So the next thing is going to use this one like that. Okay, so they are not asking us to specify class. Let me get rid of that. So the first rule is basically to direct traffic to this um, instance they host, this one. So this domain name I'm going to replace the full.com with that. So I'm going to paste that there. So you can see here it's routing traffic to video, right? I'm going to use um, video prefix, video. Now the port here, the service port, first of all, the service is video service, video service. As you can see here, this is video service. And here they specify the video service is on TCP port 8080. So I'm going to use port 8080 here. Now, you know, it's not just one rule. We've got two rules that we need to set up. So I'm going to copy this one and configure the second rule. I'm going to paste this one and paste it here. So for the second rule, instead of video survey, we have apparels service. And it's on the same port. And here, instead of video, we have where. As you can see here, this is where. The host name is going to be this one. So it's going to be apparels and your e-com store, not watch. So it's going to be apparels or e-com store .com. So what is, I think that is all. So I'm going to try to specify the output as YAML and use a try run and send the output to ingress.yaml. I just want to cross check what I've done. Ingress.yaml. So what else? So this is the host and HTTP parts backend and video service port number 8080. So this one I'm going to change it to prefix, and same as the second one, prefix. I think all is done now. I'm going to save this and I'm going to create a ingress. So that is created. Okay, if it gets ingress. Okay, that is created. So I'm going to move on to the next task, which is the final one. So in this task, we are being asked to, so they say a port called dev pod blah 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 has been deployed in the default namespace. Let me see. Okay, get port. And this is the port. So inspect the logs for the container called logx and redirect the warning to this directory on the control plane node. So let's see first. So if I run the command again and say 0 white, so I can see this port is on node 1, but what we are being asked to do is direct the output, the warning log from this port into the this directory on a control plane. So that is a different node where the pod is currently running. Pod is running on node 1. So we are currently working on control plane. So the first thing I'm going to do is to try to inspect the output of the port. Or before I do that, or I don't need to do that, what I can do is say klogs and the name of the pod is dev pod, and the container name is container equal to log x. So what's the output? So this is the output. It's got warning as part of the output. So what I'm going to do is grab the warning, grab. So I'm just going to copy and paste the one. So I'm going to get the warning. So all of these are warning. All right. So now I'm going to direct the output of warning to this directory. I'm just going to copy and paste this directory. So now let me check that directory if the output has been directed there. So it's there, right? Cool. Now I think that is all. So I'm going to end this exam here. So let's check our results. That is correct, 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 100%. All right, that is good. That is it, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, and leave a comment. Have a lovely day.